as many of you know, we upgraded from the Eastwood dual voltage powder coating system to the Eastwood HotCoat PCS 1000 not long after the Eastwood HotCoat PCS 1000 came out. When we purchased it with the 5-pound hopper. We didn't get any discounts. We did this all on our own. We're not sponsored by Eastwood. Maybe in coming future videos, we will be sponsored by Eastwood. But we purchased it and we received the 5-pound hopper that comes with the system. We were having some issues when we first purchased the system. For instance, we set it up correctly, exactly how they had said, with this green ground wire. And I'm sorry, some stuff is in the way. I literally just like picked this up and moved it because we are going to be shooting a small piece with the dual voltage later. But this was hooking this green ground wire to the back of the ground here. Then you ground the 5-pound hopper to the back as well, all to that same post. Okay, now when we did that, I was actually like having electricity build up around my person. Like you could see electricity jump from me to the gun, or if I was too close to the booth, from me to the booth. If I had something with the zipper on between the zippers, it was really weird. We were having some issues. I pulled the trigger, it'd instantly cling me up and turn, like my hair would stick up, and you would get static sparks, and you don't want that static sparks because if there's powder around, it could ignite the powder. So there was a very big issue there. I contacted Eastwood. There was a little bit of an issue with Eastwood because the product was so new and tech support didn't have really any way to help. Now, I had made the mistake of booking a bunch of jobs thinking that everything was gonna go smooth, and because of that, I was stressed out because it had put some jobs behind because the system wasn't working correctly. After talking with Eastwood, they promptly sent out a new machine. We got the new machine. That's this one right here. The other one is packed up, being sent back and dropped at FedEx today. Now, anyways, we got the new machine. We hooked up the new machine and it worked absolutely perfect. Okay, it did. But while we were waiting for the new machine to get to us, what we ended up doing was we ended up running. Now we have an earth ground. I'll open this up. We have a true earth ground, which for people who don't know, an earth ground is a 4 to 12 foot long copper rod, about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and it's pounded all the way into the ground, so there's only about that much showing, and then you go ahead and connect your ground to that. That copper rod is the earth ground. So this right here is the earth ground, and this top piece is just the connector. It's when you want to connect the ground to it, you slide this over it and put the ground in there and tighten the bolt, and it holds it there. Okay, so this right here is the earth ground for the building. It hooks right here, it goes right into the building. It's right here. This is the earth ground. It's just painted. Okay, it goes right up here into the box. Well, when we originally hooked it up, we hooked to that ground and we were still having issues. So what I ended up doing was running, and you always want the shortest distance from the ground to your part. So I ran the green ground that's supposed to ground the back of the box. I ran that directly to the earth ground. Instead of grounding out the hopper through that same rod there, I ran in a separate earth ground, and I hooked the hopper to it, I hooked the booth to it, and I hooked up our exit fan, our exhaust fan to it. So everything was grounded out. Didn't have any issues. I still have this new system, although it was working fine, I have this new system set up the same way. So for the HotCoat PCS 1000, it works fabulous. Now there are a couple of things that I really have a preference for that I like. For one, although you have to load it more often, I really do like the 2-pound non-fluidizing hopper opposed to the 5-pound fluidizing hopper. Now this is just my preference. Maybe I haven't done any big enough jobs where I really kind of need the 5-pound, but I found between using the two, I do like the 2-pound better. Now I do have to be completely honest, the 2-pound was free. Eastwood took care of us because of the issues that we had, because the problem that we found with tech support, which they did take care of, but Eastwood sent us the 2-pound 2-pound hopper for free. I just want to be upfront with that. They did send us the 2-pound. But I'm not saying that I like it better because they sent it to us free. Like, I literally would prefer to use it. If you notice, when we did the super chrome and the red and the black, all that, we actually used the 2-pound hopper for that. We really like the 2-pound hopper. It really works good, and especially when you're doing small jobs. We don't even fill it all the way up. We fill it like half of the way up, 3/4 of the way up. It's enough for one wheel, then we add more at the end. If we have to do a little bit more, then we do a little bit more. But basically about a pound a wheel, or a little bit less than a pound a wheel, is what the powder is gonna be anyways. So you throw a pound in there, a little bit less, a little bit more, and it really works good. If you are interested in stepping up your system, we do highly, highly, highly recommend the Eastwood HotCoat PCS 1000.